A controversial charter school that's supposed to open this fall in Washington County is dividing the community.
Yeah, it's certainly fueling passions between supporters and detractors. Investigative reporter Brendan Kirby has more on the story.
On paper, Woodland Preparatory School soon will open in a brand new building just north of Chatham and serve 260 students. But with a little more than 2 months to go before the start of the 2019-20 school year, the site is nothing but a pile of dirt. An outside reviewer found fault with the proposal, and critics question a contract with a Texas company worth as much as $360,000, money that would be paid with tax dollars that otherwise would go to the local school system. All this has many residents wondering why the state approved Woodland Prep at all. Washington County School Board President Dwayne Byrd notes the system received a B grade from the state and argues Woodland Prep, as a publicly funded charter school operating outside the control of the local school board, would siphon students and tax money.
Therefore, if you don't have as many kids, you don't get as much money, and therefore you lose teaching units in the process when you do lose kids. So it's not just a money thing. It's losing quality teachers also.
Right.
And we can't afford to lose no teachers.
But parents involved in Washington County Students First, the group that applied to start Woodland Prep, point to other metrics, namely the results of the ACT Aspire standardized test that Alabama students took prior to the 2017-18 school year. Board Chairman Thad Becton says those scores show the high schools lagging behind.
The performance of the high schools was something that we wanted to improve. Also being in business, the need for work-ready kids was something that I looked in that I also needed.
Alabama came late to the charter school movement, only legalizing the alternative schools in 2015. The state currently has 2 charters, including Acceleration Day and Evening Academy in Mobile, with 3 others set to join Woodland Prep next school year and another slated the following year. The Alabama Public School Charter Commission approved Woodland Prep's application despite a conclusion by the National Association of Charter School Authorizers that it did not meet the standard for approval. The NACSA pointed to deficiencies in the plan's educational program design, its operations capacity, and its financing. Of particular concern to the panel was the school's contract with a private firm, Unity School Services, to operate the school. But Mac Buttram, chairman of the Charter School Commission, says he and his colleagues carefully reviewed the Authorizing Association's report on Woodland Prep and determined that the charter school applicants satisfied its concerns.
There's nothing that requires the commission to be, for the NACSA report to determine what our decision is. If that were the case, then we wouldn't need a commission. We would just need a NACSA report that says either they're approved or not approved.
Critics also complained that Unity School Services would enrich CEO Soner Tareem to the tune of $360,000 a year if the school hits its enrollment projections. Tareem did not return phone calls seeking comment, but Becton says Washington County Students First selected him and his firm because of their track record operating charter schools in Texas. He says the money won't go to Tareem's pocket. It will pay for the education program and central office functions. But Sean Atchison, the student government president at Washington County High School in Chatham, says he fears his school might not even exist if Woodland Prep opens.
A charter school would destroy everything. Taking this many students from our county, it would be disastrous. It would be catastrophic.
Woodland Prep Board Chairman Becton tells me he's concerned the charter school won't meet a deadline of June 16th to show commitments from at least 200 students. If that fails to happen, he says, it would delay the charter school by at least a year. Reporting from the newsroom, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.